All right. I think we're live. I think we're going. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sunday. I don't know why, but I don't do these shows as often as the other guys, maybe a third of the time. And every single time I just get as nervous as the last. Just got to breathe. Welcome to Sidetrack Sunday. This is May 29th, as if you needed to know what date it was. What is most important is it is the 5th Sunday of the month, and that's what brought you over to the Foltz-Bailey Railroad. As I said, my name is Rick, and this is the Foltz-Bailey Model Railroad. We got a railroad here. Me and John Foltz, we work on a pretty good sized layout. And every fifth Sunday, we host Sidetrack Sunday here for the fifth week of the month. Tonight, we've got some characters in the basement that we're going to bring up. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about Strasburg, which was a week ago. And I know you guys have seen all the videos. I know you've seen everything everybody's posted. And I know you just want more and more and more. And secretly you're saying, I've had enough of that. So I promise you, from me, this will be the last one. So I've got, I only have 2 short videos to show you and a whole bunch of pictures with our famous character from Down Under. But first, I know you guys all want to see her. You've all been waiting for her. You all come here to see her every week. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Rita. All right. So there's our beginning to our show. Let me flip over. Normally, what we guys would do is show you that fantabulous list that pops up over here that shows you all of the live streams and shows for the week. But that list is a little outdated. Our group's working on it. Bear with us. So in the meantime, what I've decided to do is show you guys the participants list. You guys can actually see this list on YouTube, but I'm going to show it to you here. No, apparently I'm not, because it didn't pop up over there. Where did it go? Oh, is Heath in the house? Is he doing technical difficulties again? There's the list. All right, apparently I can't minimize it. If it's minimized, it don't work. There's the participants list. So here's how it works. If you go into YouTube and you look over at the live chat window, you'll see these 3 little dots over here. If you click on that, you can actually go right here and click on participants, and you can see who's all chatting. So these are the people that have already said hello in the chat. If your name is not up there, then you haven't said anything. So if you want to be acknowledged, if you want me to say your channel and your name, go ahead and say hi in the chat, and everybody else will say hi to you. But in the meantime, let's just run down the list. We've got Anthony Opa Dodge from the Model Train Outsider. Hello, sir. Arty is here from the Oz American Model Railroad. Tim from CP368 Productions. Kurt Doral, I hope I said that right, is here. Dwight Curley, of course, I'm here because I'm Foltz-Bailey Model Railroad. And if you'll notice, see how chat keeps moving? I still don't have my left and rights together. That's because Caboose 121 just popped in up here. So we're going to say hello to him and hope that we can keep track of this list. Grandpa Rails is here. Gus Hadley, the lunatic from Arno's in the house. James Galton from up north is here. Jeff, the railroad enthusiast. Joe Rader from the Black Rock Central is here. John, my partner in crime, is here. John 2618 is also here. Ian from the Lehigh River subdivision is in the house. John, I still don't get this right. I'm going to say Nofel is here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody else just popped in. Frank just popped in the house. Hey, Frank, how are you, bud? Lynn is here from the Lynn McCurdy and the HDMMRC. I have no idea what all those letters are. I know it's on his page. Go check it out. Martin is here. Ron Moen is here. Of course, Sparky 107 is here. Steve Childers is in the house. Steve 87th is in the house. And our pal Dave from the Crooked River and Eastern Railroad is also in the house. And that right there concludes the list for now. You guys know my faithful companion logo is up here, and he is really excited to be here tonight. So he's going to hang out with us for a bit. Let's see what everyone is talking about. It looks like Sparky has no idea who Frank is. Lynn is telling you exactly what those letters mean. Everybody seems to be... didn't you already said Lynn? I may have. It's okay if I say it twice. Lynn's here, everybody. Kurt says hello to everyone that said hi. I can't keep up with the comments flying up my screen. Happens all the time. Your logo is excited because it was Rita's kits. Yeah, Logo, he does a lot of things. He jumps around on the screen a lot. He does some weird things when good things happen. So that's just him. So let's get some characters up here that are down in the basement. They're hanging out, and as much as I'd like to keep them there, it seems like, oh wait, I lost my comments. There they go. All right. Let's bring up so my partner in crime is hanging out with me. Everybody give a big round of applause to John. How's it going, bud?
It's going good. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Welcome. So tonight we're going to talk about Strasburg, bud. And we've got some stories about Strasburg, don't we, John?
We got some stories.
I think we got some stories that you would rather not talk about, don't we, John?
It was a great time.
It was a great time. We got to meet a bunch of people and had an awesome time. Hey, John, you look like you've been fed. I did get pizza while we were in Strasburg, and I let you off the chain for a bit.
He got 3 of them.
I did. Why doesn't my name show up in the participants list? I am not sure. It should have, Tom, if you said hello to everyone. So another thing that I've noticed with that participants list, it kind of filters people out. I guess there's like a time limit on how long the last time you chatted. I'm not 100% sure. So you may have said something in the beginning and then some time passed and it removed you from the list. But we know you're here now, and welcome. Tom was also in Strasburg hanging out with us. We're going to talk about lost golf balls. There's not many of those.
We had one. Fred ate it.
Yeah, Sparky, I think you were the last one in bed. So that does not count. Dave wants to know all the stories. Dave, you're in those stories, so be careful what you ask for, bud. Sparky's bedtime stories. That's exactly what it felt like. Sparky had us up like till not wee hours in the morning, but it was definitely the next day by the time we went to bed. All right. So before we get on to Strasburg, let's go ahead and bring up our second guest. And you guys know him well. You've seen him all the time, and believe it or not, he was in Strasburg for a short period of time, from way, way, way down under. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody know who this character is? Are you able to talk under there? I don't think he's saying anything. I'm not hearing anything. Did you mute yourself again? Arty, did you just waste a good joke on a mute button, bud?
Yeah.
Put him back in the basement. Let's start over.
Okay, let's do it again. You ready? Okay. All right. We'll wait for him to get ready. All right, guys. You know him well. The man from down under, the real Arty. Hello, Arty. How are you?
Good. Where's my train? I'm ready to hold up the train.
Will the real Arty please stand up?
No, you don't want me to stand up.
Oh, man. That was hilarious. Hilarious.
You don't want me to stand up. I'm not wearing any pants.
Yes, please don't stand up at all. Not at all.
How are we going?
That's what happens when he leaves his face in the back of a truck. So
I was going to bring my Ned Kelly mask for the ticket man at Strasburg. So when he asked me the ticket, I'll go, nah, bugger off, mate.
That's the mask he asked. There's 50 cents tie hookers. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. RJ's jumping in right on time because no one's ever late here. How are you, RJ? It's good to see you, bud. Yep. Everybody's got the same consensus. Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Are you sure? Yeah. Well, I did say I was going to come to Strasburg in some form.
And we did our best to get you there.
That you did, but I hate to see what my what's the word? I hate to see what the copy of me got up to. It better got up to the things that I would have got up to.
So
otherwise, the creator of my second half is going to get punished severely.
You probably would have done some of the things. Unfortunately, Rick left you in the back of a pickup truck for a whole night, so we didn't see you till the following evening.
All right.
Yeah,
So
he told me that. Yeah, I was getting up. I was halfway to Baltimore when he turned around and said, I've lost you. I'm going, oh, well. Plan D. I'm out of plan E, so.
Since you guys brought it up.
For the bonfire.
Guys, I can't get a word in anywhere. These two, I'm telling you. But since you guys brought it up, let me tell the story one more time, and hopefully for the last time. I've said it on a couple live streams throughout the week, but here's what happened. We all know that Arty really desperately wanted to come to the U.S., and he wanted to come to Strasburg to meet everyone. Unfortunately, he had some documentation problems here on the American side, and Arty wasn't able to make it. So Arty reached out to me and said, hey, bud, can you do me a favor? Here's a couple pictures. Can you print me out and bring me along to Strasburg and see how many things, how much trouble we can get into? So I did just that because I am not one to disappoint. So I printed Arty out. I put him on a piece of cardboard, stuck him on a stick, and I took him with me. We got a bunch of pictures with a bunch of people, and here's where it all went wrong. So it seemed like the common ground or the easiest place for everyone to meet was at Sparky's caboose, because he was right up front. And as soon as you get into the little motel area where all the cabooses are, he was right there. So everyone kind of congregated there. So it just so happens that RJ was also staying with Sparky. Oh yeah, they're coming. Don't you worry about it. So Arty. RJ had his truck there parked in next to the caboose, and everybody had different things that they brought that they wanted signed. There were T-shirts that people wanted signatures on. There were model trains that people wanted signatures on. I think DB Tech had a book that we all signed. So I had one beer in this hand, and people are handing me a pen in this hand, and I had nowhere to put Arty. And so I did the only thing that I could think of, and I put him down in the truck where he wouldn't blow away, and I was trying to keep Arty safe. The problem is, beer after beer after beer, I forgot Arty was in the back of the truck. We had migrated to another section of the motel where the fire pit is, kind of out in a little field behind a barn. And we were partying till, I don't know, Sparky had us out there till damn near 1 a.m. And after everybody left and we were all staggering back to our rooms and cabooses, the next morning I woke up because we were getting ready. We were all getting ready to go to all the different events that we had scheduled. And I'm looking for Arty and couldn't find him for the life of me. I asked John where he is. John had no idea. Got another story about that Friday night. So I finally figured out that I had left Arty in the back of a truck. So I texted Sparky and said, hey, can you look in the back of RJ's truck? I think I left Sparky there yesterday. And Sparky texts me back and says, well, if you left it in RJ's truck, RJ left and he's halfway to Baltimore. And I'm like, oh no, the whole point of bringing Arty to Strasburg was to have him taking pictures of all the places. I wanted to take him to the museum and on a train ride. I wanted to show him around town, maybe get him a couple girls. A couple Amish women really liked his picture. So now Arty is MIA and we couldn't find him for the life of me. So unfortunately, we had to shove on. And we went and we did all of our stuff. We hit the museum. We took a train ride. We went to see the Choo Choo Barn layout. And then it wasn't until evening time when we all retired back to our rooms that I got a text message from Sparky saying, hey, Arty's back. So I'm like, yes, all right. RJ came back. He's here. I thought he was gone forever. I thought he had left. Apparently, he only had to go somewhere and came back later in the evening. So Arty was back. It's Saturday night. I ran out of my room, went down to RJ's truck, and there's RJ already sitting there. RJ's already sitting there on the back of the truck with Arty in hand. And at that point, I knew, before we lose Arty again, let's take a bunch of pictures. So I went around to everyone that was there and everyone that I knew. And I got pictures with everybody with Arty. And then the beer started rolling through. And luckily, I managed to get Arty back to the room that night. And it was good after that. We were okay after that. So let me see if I can bring up. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I didn't set this up before, unfortunately. Let me pull up. Here's some pictures. All right. So I'll just share this window. Let me see if this will work. Share. We're going to share the screen or just the window. We'll share that. Okay. There we go. So here's the first picture that we got. It's me and Arty. The day before we left, let me get this out of the way. The day before we left, that's me after Arty got printed. Nice fresh ink. All is good.
Little faded, I see.
Well, I blame that on the print. It was either the printer or the lighting. I'm not 100% sure. Then, of course, this is going to open up in every single window, isn't it? Can we just do next? Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, so this is when we got to Strasburg. So look, you're brighter there. So as soon as we got to Strasburg, John and we jumped out of the car and we took the first picture with Arty standing there in front of the Red Caboose Motel. Yeah, looks like you saw a ghost. This was actually a picture. Arty, you weren't here for this one, I don't think. This was Saturday morning with the whole meet and greet. And if you guys aren't aware, let's see if we can jump in here. There's DJ Trains. This is Alex Brockway and his dad. Over here, you've got Hot Rod Rodney, Joe Rader. I'm not sure who this guy was. I think he just jumped in a picture. John's there. Frank's there. Ian's over here. Somebody's signing a T-shirt over there. I'm not sure. I thought Ray was in the picture, but we couldn't find Ray for most of the trip. So
he's right next to me.
Oh God! That's Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you know what?
Saturday, changed his shirt.
That must be his bad side. That's why I couldn't figure out who.
He doesn't have his bright shirt on.
So yeah, we just hung out there. That's I think that's their secondary line where they do staging for extra coaches. So we just kind of hung out there that morning. Actually, right above this picture to the top, actually to the right of this picture is where the tower is. The old switching tower or locking tower. And right above on one of the overhang of that building is where the Railfan video is. So we were trying to hang out and get caught on the Railfan video, their live stream. Here's another picture. Oh, those guys that we couldn't see. There we go. That's Ron Piskel is there. Alan is there. Sparky's over there, and that's DB Tech right there in the middle. All the guys were hanging out. I'm not sure. There were probably more people, but they either weren't there yet when these pictures were taken. Oh, I took some pictures of the brick because I really liked this whole concept of the moss growing at the bottom. So this is just a picture of. I'm going to use this in one of my building builds. Hey, Logo, you're kind of in the way, dude. Can you scram? All right. Yeah, I got some pictures. This is the Choo Choo Barn. Some pictures that I took. Apparently just the one. As I said, this whole place is just a whole bunch of cabooses. Now we're back at the Caboose Motel, and you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff. I took a picture of this caboose because it's the Seabourn coastline. I sent this over to Nissy, and she was all smiles that day. Here I took a picture of Heath. I'm not sure exactly what he was whispering in my ear, but Arty didn't seem too happy about it, so we moved on. Here's me, Arty, and Sparky. Is it Cabooses? Caboosei? I'm not sure. Oh, Grandpa Rail says cabooses. This is going to be an ongoing fight, I know. Here we go. Anthony says caboosei. Yep. Well, I'll let you guys keep fighting it out. Let's see. Who else? Arty met Tom. That's Tom Grassi right there. We had fun with Tom. Tom walked around to a couple of the museums with us. This here is Nick from Nick's Crossing. He was there taking videos and rode the train with us also. Arty didn't care to meet him either. I don't know why. Oh, here, this is a great picture. So this is RJ. And RJ and Arty, because they were so good friends by the end of this trip. They were even sharing cigarettes that day.
Thank God for that. Someone shared something with me. Just throw me in the back of a pickup truck.
What I thought was really, really funny was if you look close enough, you can't tell which one is RJ and which one is Arty. I think one of these guys is a stunt double for the other, and I can't really tell who is who.
We're triplets.
Oh, hey, look, I found Ray. Ray, how you doing, bud? We're going through some pictures of Strasburg, and we were having a hard time finding you, and here you are.
Well, we know why Ray was hard to find.
Why's that?
He worked out what you guys were up to. Now throw him in the back of a pickup truck or on the back of a train and send him somewhere. He was smart. He wasn't that silly.
He knew exactly what was going on, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he knew. He knew it. Yeah.
Here's Arty with DB Tech. Dave from DB Tech was hanging out. Him and Arty, those guys, yeah, they became close friends. You and Dave hung out at the bonfire a bit later on that night. Yeah. John was having a good conversation with you also. He became very fond of you as well. John was not sharing any beer with you. I don't know why, but he kept it all to himself. And the way he staggered home that night, I could really tell.
I hope you're taking notes about the union rules, that didn't you, John? When I was talking to you, the union rules for the model railroader builders union.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Rick's just he's jealous that we made out so well as friends there.
Oh yeah, of course he does. Yeah, because it was all against him.
He's a friend hog.
Yeah,
you can have him, John. Oh, this was an awesome picture. So that is Ian and his son Cam, and there you are in the background. Cam had no idea what was going on. That is not that's not a smile of like funny laughter, haha. I think you made him poop his pants, and that's what he was smiling about.
This is a crock of.
Right? Yeah, we hung out with Cam a few times during the weekend. I really tried to become friends with him, but I guess Cam is not fond of trees. I don't think so. I could not get him to warm up to me, but in time, Ian's not that far away, so I'm sure we'll see him again soon. And got my eye on you, Cam. Here's Rodney. Rodney showed up a little later that evening, and he had no idea what was going on when he saw Arty on his shoulder. He was so confused, but he laughed, and we took a picture, and that was good. I know there's a bunch of people that popped in here. I'm seeing some names. Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt popped in. Inked Rails popped in also. Happy Valley Hobbies also popped in. So hello, guys. Tom's Trains and Things just popped in. John from Schuylkill River. I didn't see you before. So hello, dude. How are you? There he is. And I don't think I got a... Oh, this is Fred. You know Fred?
Yeah.
Fred is awesome. Fred actually drove. Listen, this is going to give you some inspiration. You ready for this? Fred and his wife drove to Strasburg all the way from South Dakota just to take a picture with you.
Oh, man, I am honored, Fred. You're a gentleman.
You're
a gentleman. At least someone was thoughtful.
3Dub is in the house. Hey, Wigwag, how's it going? Dave Zeta G is also here. I saw his name pop up once or twice. There we are. Des Media Productions is here. Hello, sir. Of course, who could forget Grandpa Rails? Grandpa, that was a very awesome mail call that you got, and I was so happy that I could help to get that to you. So I'm glad you love the shirt. I hope to hopefully see you one day wearing it when we get to meet up at some point. This guy, I got to be honest. I know his name, but I had no idea what he looked like. This is John 2618.
Is this what he looks like?
That is exactly what he looks like. I honestly, and no offense to John, but I thought he was an older guy. John, I'm not gonna say he's very young. He looks very good for his age. I actually don't know his age, but I do know he's younger than me. But the best part is, what I learned was John is actually a pilot. And John flew up on Sunday. I think it was Sunday, or it might have been Saturday. John flew in to Baltimore from Florida, and he was actually in the Baltimore area for training. And him and Jerry were talking, and they decided, they found out that Arty was in Strasburg, and they said, we got to ride up there and we got to see Arty and take a picture. So John and Jerry came on Sunday just to see Arty at Strasburg. And of course there were, museums and trains and all that, but Arty's the reason they came.
If it wasn't it wouldn't have turned up.
Creepy is here. Hey Gary, how are you? So the guy in the middle, I know. Well, the guy on the left is me, obviously, is the most handsome guy in that group. The guy in the middle there is Jerry. We all know and love Jerry. The creepy guy in the background, of course, that's Arty. He's trying to play hide and seek. The guy on the far right, I haven't figured out who he is yet, but he was hanging around all weekend. The only thing I can remember him doing is passing us beers.
Yeah, but he looks pretty hungover here too.
This was early morning Sunday, so I think we were all a little bit hungover then. This was the breakfast crew. There were actually a couple more people here that you don't see. Those empty chairs were filled. But there's Dave and his wife, and Jerry, and John 2618, and Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt. Also with us was Sparky was there at some point, and Dave from I'm going to butcher this. Oh crap! I'm going blank on his channel now. Who's the guy from South Carolina, North Carolina?
His name's David too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. I can't think of his channel. Anybody know his channel? Sparky, you know who it is. Yeah, that's right. So Sparky. Yes, that's him. So he was there with us. Sparky was there. He had to eat and run because he had a train to catch. There you go. Dave got it. You were right.
Yeah.
Carolina Foothills. Ray got it as well. Everybody's got it. Here we go. Awesome. You guys are on the ball. I totally forgot. So scratch me. All right, this was there. You go. He's hanging out in the background over there. There he is. So we got Dave, Jerry, John, Anthony. All right, Dave, fill me in. I forget your wife's name. Was that a test? No, there's a test coming, Sparky. Everybody, you got to remember everyone's name. Who's Canadian? Oh, that guy. Yeah. And of course, there's John hanging out over there on the far right. We all know him. Kathy, yes, Kathy. She's a doll. If you guys, I put out a video last week of a new. I'm not going to show it to you here because you've probably seen it already. We all got, well, here, let's get through the pictures. Remind me and I'll get to that.
I'll remind you, Rick.
No, you won't. You'll forget, just like I do.
Exactly.
This was a picture of a train. Yeah, picture of a train. This was John and I. So, Arty, this is when you were traveling in the back of the truck when this picture was taken. So you were already en route. But here is
No,
John.
You might tell me I missed the good parts.
Yeah, you did. You missed this. You did miss this.
This was when we were getting ready to leave Sunday.
Was this Sunday? Oh yeah, this was Sunday. That's right. You were already packed up in the duffel bag. That was it. I apologize. You had gone to Baltimore. You came back, and we had already checked out of the motel.
He just left you in my car. He said, "I don't need Arty."
Yeah. I
told him to bring you.
I'm so sorry.
At least I was after that, that was my thing.
You were in the car with the beers that were left over.
Oh yeah, there was beer left over. I was actually surprised at that. They were bouncing around back there. But if everybody doesn't know this, this is John and I at the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum, and we are hanging out at the most famous, well, maybe not the most famous, but one of the famous GG1s. This is Blackjack, number 4935. I hope Ray got a picture of this because I know this is what he talks about all the time. We didn't get a chance to. Ray actually went to the museum the day before us, so we weren't there to help him get any of those pictures. So I was actually. It was nice enough that Sparky took this picture for me. So thank you. There, you got pictures of it, but did you get pictures with it? Did someone take your picture with the GG1? So you know that we all had a good time when Sparky starts quoting Ray. Was alcohol in that drink there, my friend? You seem to be enjoying it way too much. Yeah, Ian, that is Blackjack. I'm not a math guy, but add up those numbers, buddy. That is the only GG1 that is painted. You guessed it, black. Arty didn't make it all the way to Baltimore. He only made it to the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. That's where I spent the day in the back of my truck. All right, well, you got it passed around to in Pennsylvania. How about that? Rick, you sound like you're too close to the mic. Audio is a little weird. All right, I could certainly back up. That's not a problem. Thank you for the heads up. Here, I could actually turn the gain down a little bit. Well, it's about time. You're 40 minutes late, Tina. I missed it. I hope to catch that one next time. What did you miss? This is the one that I missed. That is false. 4800 is black too. Is 4800 black because it's all like rusted out and in such bad shape? Did it actually? Yeah, here Ray is saying it actually was originally Tuscan, so it had a red color at one time. If I would have known you were back there, Arty, I would have taken you to the streetcar museum with us. And the funny thing is, I texted Sparky for him to text RJ to say, hey, you got a guy in the back of your truck. I didn't want him to get scared. So I told him to let you know. But apparently Sparky dropped the ball there. 4800 was painted black by the PC. Who's the PC? Who's PC? Pennsylvania something? Yeah, Ray hasn't said yet whether he actually got a picture with Blackjack. Awesome. PC Penn Central. I don't know why I forgot all about that. I didn't tell him he was back there. I dropped the stick there. Oh, Sparky. So I tried to get a full shot of the GG1 here, and of course, RJ was running by and had to get his 2 cents in the picture. So I thought it was hilarious, and I kept the picture.
You should have pulled it out and taken a good photo of it.
I tried. You know what? John was rushing me through the museum. 4935 is not 100% black. I think it's like 55 gallons of black and 1 gallon of green. I'm going to call that black. I don't know if you're going to even see the 1 gallon of green.
That gives it the tint.
A small tint. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. That's the best picture yet.
They're pretty big, those GG ones.
What's that?
Those GG ones, they're pretty big.
Yeah, they are. And what I couldn't believe, I didn't get a picture of it, but I did notice. See how the front of this nose here is it's kind of rounded. Here, let's go to the picture before. That it's got that weird. It's not a flat front to it. Well, if you go on the other side, there's actually a door over there, but the door is on like a slant like this. So I have no idea how someone would get through that door to get into the next car. I guess if they ever had to. It was also the steps going down. They weren't even either. So someone would literally have to jump onto the platform of the next car. It was certainly odd. It was very odd. Heath, take it home. I bet Heath wish he could have. They used steps up to the cab so you could see inside.
Yeah, you're right, Kurt. It is one of the biggest ones ever made. I mean, it's even bigger than the Swiss crocodile.
And I gotta be honest with you. One of the first things that I said to John, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but I didn't grow up around trains. Trains were not like in my childhood. I lived in Philadelphia, and really the only thing that I ever knew that were trains was the SEPTA subway station. And they weren't trains to me. They weren't steam locomotives. They weren't diesel locomotives. I really didn't consider those trains. I consider the GG1 and the GP30s and all those and the boxcars. Those are trains to me. So when I stepped into this museum, and I can't remember what locomotive was the first one that I saw, but it's not too often that I have to look up at things. And when I looked up at these locomotives and saw how massive they were, I'll tell you, this 6'5" guy felt small. I felt small. They are just absolutely massive, and they're so well preserved and so well redone. I was in awe the entire time I was there, and honestly, to tell you the truth, I was looking at all of these machines in so detail that most of the time I forgot to take pictures of a lot of them. And that's why you're only going to see like maybe a few more.
Oh, yes, Ray. Yeah. It would be amazing to watch, and the noises that will be making would have been just incredible, because you can actually hear the old electric motors working in those old things.
Yeah.
But it's a credit to all the museums, but in particular these guys, the amount of time it takes to preserve them and to store them and just to make them look like the way they were the day they were made is just amazing and incredible work they do. And this is all around the world, not just there, all around the world. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Good to see, for our training buffs and some of the future kids coming up, it's good to preserve that stuff so people can see this is the history of our transport. Okay, what are you up to now? You have to know
just
good
going
again.
through a couple.
But you do look like a little tree. You do look like a little tree sprout in front of that.
I will tell you the tree jokes that weekend. They were hilarious.
Non-stop?
They were hilarious.
Okay.
RJ says the tugboat on wheels. Yeah. All right, what do we got next?
I think she would have been an ocean liner on wheels. That thing.
So here is this is actually a picture that was taken by Jerry with me, John, and John 2816. Yeah. So it's a John Rick. And I think that's it for pictures. That's it for pictures. I do have two videos that I want to show you. I need to find those.
Okay, while you find that, I'm going to get a top up of the Irish coffee.
Oh yeah. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. We'll hang out in chat here. Yeah, I did, Ian. It's that I'll tell you that GP30 stood out like none other. There were a lot of black steam locomotives in there, and you take one glance down that corridor, you see that blue stand out like you wouldn't believe. It is not hard to miss at all. If this was planned for winter time, I might have, but it was 90. No, that was Sunday. Actually that Saturday I forget what it topped out at, but it was like 90 some degrees that day.
It was 93 when we were on the train.
Hot. It was hot. Hello, Odd. How are you, sweetheart? That's my niece. My niece actually just had a birthday. And I'm a horrible uncle. Because guess who didn't call? I had it on my reminders, and I didn't. I actually wanted to get the kids to call, and I totally forgot. I will make that happen, sweetheart.
I messaged my niece on her birthday. I gave her a card and flowers.
Oh, aren't you sweet? That they do, Ian. That they do. Oh, chat just jumped on me. Hair you can wear. It was toasty warm, but I'll tell you what, it felt awesome going through that that open air car ride that evening. It was nice and breezy. It felt great. My understanding why they were taken out of service was because of the high level of radiation the GG1s produced from the electric. Oh, it's also hard to find parts for the GG1. Can anyone confirm that? Yes, I know. And double the presents under the Christmas tree. Oh, yeah. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The weather was great. It wasn't like a blistering hot, but the temperatures were up. Even though I spent a lot of time in the shade, I walked away with some sunburn at the end of the day. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he was a little red.
It was the PCBs and the asbestos in the electric cabinets that did them in. There you go. All right. Well, let me see if I can find this video file.
Are we there yet?
Not yet. Almost. All right. Here is.
The 3 inches.
Here's one. Here's one. This one I love. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of, these type videos where, people are just watching the train go by. I'm going to speed up a little bit because there's only one part here that is important. Oh, wait, I think I missed it. Let's go back a little bit. So those are the open air cars. That is the best ride ever. Maybe I didn't miss it.
Here it comes.
So I was standing there on the side of the road watching the train go by, and I had my camera out in front like this. Where's my camera? Had my camera like this, and I had Arty hanging on like this. And as the train passed by, Sparky was on the train and yelled, "Hey, Arty! See, you were there, bud. You were all there." So I will have to send that to you. That was funny. I was laughing that entire
Question
time.
for you, Lyric. Did you get the book? Did you get the focus on the back of my head? You didn't, did you? You didn't even think about it.
I told him to.
No, I did think about it. But then I thought to myself, how the hell am I going to get this thing to Arty? I didn't want to hold it for another 3 years until you got here.
Oh,
I would have lost it. I'd have surely lost it.
You could have had me in the train room there, keeping watch over the. John could have had me.
Well,
John could have had me in the train room. Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to put you up. This is going to be my wall of fame. So you're going to go right up here, and you're going to look over my shoulder.
No, I'm number one. Yeah, making sure you're keeping up to the union rules. You know, the other question is, who paid for the pizzas?
Rick.
You might have ordered them, but who paid for them?
Rick
I
paid for it.
did.
Out of your credit
I
card,
paid
not
for the-
John's credit card.
Yeah, no, I would never make John pay on his credit card. No. All right,
Well,
there's one other
not what
video.
his statement showed me.
There's one other video that I want to share that I thought was great. It's definitely something that I've never seen before, only in HO scale. But I think this was probably the last day that we were there. I think no, this was actually on it says the 20th. This is so. Wait, is this the one? Let me switch. No, this isn't the one. Hang on. Remove. That's not the one. Where is that one at? Video file. Oh, I bet you it's on my phone. I thought that was the one.
I know, right here.
Now I don't know where the hell it is. So I got this video. And I knew it was on the last day. It was on the 22nd, or the 20th, 21st. One of the last trains, I think it was actually, it might have been Sparky's train that was coming back. I got a video of, so the way the train worked, it was a point to point train that goes back and forth. And when the train pulls into the station, the engine disconnects, goes on a siding, passes up and hooks up back to the front of the train. So I just happened to be standing up at the front of the train where everybody kind of congregated. And I got a shot of the locomotive, the steam engine coming back and actually coupling with the other car.
That's
and I thought it was an awesome video. And I know it. I think did I take it on my phone? I would have had to take it on my phone, I think. Yeah, it's on my phone. Darn it. Oh, cancel that. That's why.
My place. Yeah.
I'm glad I found that. So I know it doesn't seem like much. It's it's a bunch of locomotives that are just clanging together. But the sound of it and the sight of it and those two massive machines just coming together, I just thought it was amazing. The way it all works, fries are done. I just thought it was amazing. It was probably one of the greatest trips. Wait a minute. I love how Rick's going high tech.
You should take notes.
So that was just one of the best videos and one of the best trips that I have had in a long time. S'mores are done.
That's one of the things I enjoyed. Kurt, I don't know if my buddy Kurt is still here. Is when we used to have the Loco Horde passenger trains going to Sydney, and the engine used to run around up to Central. Because we had all the buffers and everything else, we've just seen everything just crunch up together where the locomotives will hook up to a passenger car because all your diaphragms and the buffers they're all one piece on the live passenger cars, and it was just incredible. And if if the engine driver didn't have enough force beyond the locomotive, they just won a couple. So he just had to give that extra bit of a nudge. But it was an incredible thing. It's always been an incredible thing to see.
So it looks like DJ's Trains is going back on September 10th to do a presentation. 5 a.m. breakfast at Rick's. Yeah, not going to happen. Did anyone live stream from Strasburg, or was everyone afraid of someone cursing on a live stream? Yeah, there was only I did see RJ did a couple of live streams, and it's funny, there were some curses on that stream too. I think it was probably from the same individual.
He's done a couple. Well, I know he's done one. He's done a couple that I saw, and Nathan, I think he done one or two live streams too, which is good. Well, we're keeping up to date. We were able to watch what you guys were getting up to, and the night shots were incredible. Seeing a bonfire from the Strasburg train fan camera, you can actually see the glow up in the caboose motel, the red caboose motel.
Yeah.
I agree, Sparky. What cursing? That was normal Canadian and Commonwealth terminologies that you were using. That was not cursing.
If you go back for that brief first 3 minutes of Heath's live stream when Sparky had his little 15 seconds of fame, just look at everyone else's face as Heath pans around the train car. I think the best one was Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt. You just saw his jaw drop and go, "He's live!"
It was
one person in the live.
It's lucky when I do my streams and that I usually get the I usually put myself on 18 plus. If I forget it, I've got to put on 18 plus because of the way we carry on. But I still got the 15 plus, which is the minimum requirements. MA 15 plus for Australia, which is our minimum requirement. So you never know. You might just have that one person, and met the standard. But look, I noticed you didn't do another thing there. You didn't put me on the front of the steam engine. Right on the front of the steam engine. You didn't organise that. That would have been a highlight of the show.
The best part is another thing that I also didn't realize was how close Strasburg is to me. When everybody kept saying, "Oh, we're going to go up Strasburg," I'm thinking it's like a 3 to 4 hour drive. It's out there in the middle of Pennsylvania. And then I got to talking to John, and John's like, "No, I know where I'm going, man. It's only going to take us like an hour to get there." I'm like, the whole ride, I'm like, no way. I'm looking at possibly, even if we speed, it's going to be like 2.5 hours. John made it there in an hour and 10 minutes. So now that I know how close it is, I'll be going back real soon. I've already got plans to take the kids there.
He only got there that quick because he drove like my other grandmother.
I'll tell you what. I sat there watching that speedometer, and there wasn't one time that John went over the recommended speed limit.
She had two speeds. She had two speeds: stop and fast. I remember one time before she passed away. We were going for on the picnic train, the 59 class. You know, the steam engine that you see in my clips, and that was doing a shuttle run between two stations, and it was like a 20-mile round trip. And we were running a little bit late, but we weren't going to be that late. And she was driving from her place down to the railway station, which was about 30 miles away from us. Forget about the speed limit. She was doing past the speed limit. It was like 60 mile an hour. She was doing 70, but 70 mile an hour, she'd be doing 80 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And she was 91.
DJ, I hope you're all right. I think I missed to put it up there. It looks like DJ was doing some static grass and shocked himself over the weekend. So I hope you're doing all right, buddy. Speaking of DJs, I wanted to give a shout out to DJ and a big thank you. While we were there at Strasburg, DJ brought some goodies along with him. And he was giving out some styrene that he had picked up as gifts. So I grabbed a couple for scratch build in, and I got some concrete brick. And let's go big here. Here we go. Some concrete bricks and some regular building bricks. So I'll be using those to do some building, because Lord knows I've got some DPM kits that need some walls. So. That was very awesome of you, DJ. Thank you so much.
That is a strain you haven't seen for a while, Kyle Stevens. G'day, Kyle.
I did get the only other thing. I did pick up some goodies for the kids at the gift shop there in by the
still in Strasburg,
the railroad.
On the counter.
What was that?
They're still in Strasburg, left behind on the counter.
Yeah. We did wind up going. There is a train store that's not too far from the Choo Choo Barn down there, and we all kind of migrated into the hobby store at one point or another. And I remember walking into the store, and I don't know why, but I really wasn't looking for anything in particular. I wasn't even in the aisle. But I happened to glance down the row of the aisle, and the first thing that caught my eye, now, don't ask me how, but of all of the rows of cars and other things that were hanging and laying on shelves, I saw an N-scale ADN 40-foot double box car, or double door boxcar. So I brought that home. Of course, it's not going to focus. Here, Arty, make it focus.
There
you go.
Where's that?
So that girl came home, and no sooner did I pick this up, I turn the corner, and Ray stops me and says, "Dude, you might as well leave. You don't want to go down the next aisle." And I'm like, "Why? What did you find? What's going on?" He said, "The entire aisle is filled with DPM kits. Don't go there." So, of course, I said, "Well, now you told me, Ray, I got to go look." So, sure enough, I turned the aisle, and like half of the aisle was filled with all the DPM kits that I have ever seen. Some of them I have, some of them I don't. It was good to look at them, to hold them in person, to get some perspective. But honestly, between you and I, the prices just didn't seem quite right. They were a little high. I can get a better deal from Heath's sponsor, Iron Planet Hobbies. So. Yeah, but it was great to see the kits. It was John and I did a bunch of brainstorming while we were in the store, and thinking of what we could do, what we need, and all that stuff. So it was really, really, really great. Oh, come on, Dave! You know my obsession with ADN now, thanks to Jason over there. Yes, Ashley Drew Northern. Strasburg hobby store could care less that me and other YouTubers were there, kind of ignorant. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know of that place. I will have to look it up and see. Actually, I do remember you mentioning that. Yes. But I think the only reason that we went to Strasburg Hobby was because it was right there next to the Choo Choo Barn. Yeah.
And lunch.
And lunch. Yes. We had a good lunch.
And ice cream.
John and Sparky and I. Oh, the ice cream. Oh, my God. Ian told us about this ice cream store that was right there, this little creamery that was right there in that same shopping center. Oh, my God. You talk about fresh ice cream. Dear Lord, I could have spent all day there. Oh, it was so good. I can't even remember what I had. All I remember is how great it tasted.
Well, I remember
Well, it looks at some of the photos. Looks like you actually had a fair bit of ice cream.
Wow. Thanks, Arty. I appreciate that. I'm trying to watch my figure, and here you are calling me fat.
Did I say that?
He had a sandwich.
That's what you implied.
He had a sandwich, a pickle, and a double scoop ice cream.
Yeah, well, you see, the truth came out. You see, he's telling you the truth. Shh. I'll be probably doing exactly the same thing. There's a nice little ice creamery. They make the fresh ice cream down there at Seneca in South Carolina. And when I was doing up the houses and whatnot, because they got an ice cream parlor and a restaurant next door that's open all day long. And it's like I'll start from the ice cream shop and then I'll finish off the main course. But you just all the flavors. It was just, and having it made fresh is different than what you buy in the gas station, and it's just moreish.
Dave from Crooked River in Eastern got hooked on the whoopie pies. All he would talk about was whoopie pies.
I'm not going to go any further with the whoopie part of it.
Ian said the fudge was good there.
The fudge,
yeah.
Yeah,
We didn't get any fudge, but I saw it there. That was it. Yeah. I don't remember the hobby store having any train layouts, but the Choo Choo Barn is a layout. It is a model train layout. They have several different scales in it, and it's just a couple stores down. It's a whole automated. Sparky did a video on it showing the Choo Choo Barn. Great experience. I think we spent like an hour, maybe an hour and a half in there, taking a look at that. So, awesome place.
If any of you guys go down south and go up to the Tweetsie Railroad, I don't know if any of you guys heard about the Tweetsie. They make some really fantastic fudge there too. And I brought this whole heap of fudge back in 2009.
Sparky, you had to go there.
Yeah, you guys get. And because I didn't know if I was allowed to bring it back to the country because our quarantine rules are really, really strict. So I done the right thing. I declared everything. I said, "Can I bring this in?" And they're like, "No, but we'll have it." Yeah, but no, we'll take that. That looks good. It went like. It was good. It was good fudge. Yeah. So what was this that he's talking about? But who snuggled next to who in hockey game?
So, John, do you want to tell the story or should I tell the story? John, do you remember that night at all?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Friday night, we were hanging out, and everybody was at the bonfire, or most people were, and we were hanging out at the fire pit, and then slowly, everybody goes off. This guy's going to bed, that guy's going somewhere, blah blah blah. Some people went to dinner, and we didn't see them again. It was down to me, Sparky, and John, and DB Tech, and we were the last ones to go to bed that night. And so we all went our separate ways. I did not have that much to drink over the few hours that we were there at the bonfire. I think I maybe had I don't know, 5 beers in a 6-hour period. So I was in tip-top shape. This guy, on the other hand, when we sat down and actually counted them, this guy went through at least 19 to 20 cans of, dude.
Not of mine.
Yeah, well, we added up every one you had, though. Sparky was feeding them to you. You were getting them out of the cooler, running back to the room. This guy, I don't know how he even found the room, because he was going like this, walking down the path to even get back to our room. Anyway, we get upstairs. We get upstairs, and again, it's like, I don't know, midnight, 12:30, 1 a.m., something like that. The way that John and I didn't stay in a caboose. We stayed in Strasburg. It's like Fight Club. We don't talk about Strasburg. Yeah, we do if it's embarrassing. That John guy can drink his Canadian beer. So we get back up into our room. We stayed in a 2-bedroom suite inside an old farmhouse that they've rebuilt. So when you walk into the room, the first bedroom is right there. There's no door. It just opens up, and there's the bedroom. So I took that room. When you go down to the left, down the little hallway, there's another bedroom, like a little bit smaller. John wanted that room, and then outside that room, further down the hallway, there was a bathroom that him and I shared. It was an awesome room. Hey, Nisi, how are you? It was an awesome room. I knew I wasn't going to fit my 6'5" figure in a caboose. So I told John, we'll get this room. We'll stay in the farmhouse. Well, this guy comes walking in the room, goes to his room, puts the hockey game on. I'm getting ready for bed. I'm trying to get, my PJs on, get changed and all that. He comes bursting in my room. Rick, come on. We got to watch the hockey game. Come on. He's going in the cooler for yet another beer. And I'm like, dude, we got to be up at 8 a.m. to go to breakfast. And then we got to get off to do, the museum and all this and that. No, screw that, man. Come on, let's watch the hockey game. And he's trying to find the remote to put the damn TV on. And I'm like, dude, go to bed. Then he plops his ass on my bed and says, come on, Rick. Come on, let's cuddle. We'll watch some hockey. Come on, cuddle with me, Rick. I'm like, dude, if you don't get out of my bed and go to sleep, we're going to have a problem. So needless to say, John sat there and watched hockey. I rolled over the other way, and I turned the lights out and went to sleep. Probably not my proudest moment. I should have never turned my back to the guy. But, yeah, that was Friday night. I blame Sparky for that one, too.
You got to understand, Rick doesn't like sports, and he gets on me for watching the playoff hockey games. So I had to torture him.
Well done. Well done. That's what happens when you starve your workers, Rick.
Payback.
That's what happens when you mistreat them.
Oh, man.
Payback's a cow, isn't it?
Just because it was my beer. Yeah. Because every time we turned around, you're going, here, grab this one. Here it comes. Grab this one. It was like you were forcing it in his hand. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there just looking, going, what the hell's going on?
He didn't force anything. I willingly took it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I thought it was a vacation. I don't know what you're talking about. I just relaxed.
Yeah, there would have been a relaxing time over there. I can just see it. It would have been
No, I got kicked out before that.
You was the most hungover the next morning.
The next morning, I had to text John, call John, knock on John's door. Yo, dude, we're getting ready to leave. Yo, you got to get up and get a shower, dude.
Wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad getting up once I got him up.
Yeah, that is a thing, isn't it, Anthony? Yeah.
I'm definitely looking for a different roommate for the next meet and greet. One that preferably doesn't like to snuggle.
So,
This would be more
have
feedback.
you decided? Are you going? You going to Sparky's meet and greet next year, or do we have to drag you screaming like a little hoggy, like a little piggy?
I'm not sure. Sparky and I have to talk first. I'm not sure if I am most likely not going to Colorado. I will.
What?
I
Did
will
you
say
burn
that
the
now.
bridges? Don't tell me you burnt the bridges with Sparky, did you? By not drinking his beer.
Sparky and I are working on something. That's all I'll say at this point.
Oh God, no! Oh God, no!
Take Sparky next time. Hey, James, if I'm lucky, I don't know. It might be this guy. I'm not too sure.
Hey, Rick.
But I heard he snores really, really loud, so I don't know.
You see what's
You been talking to Amanda again? Amanda's my next door neighbour, by the way. She's not anyone that lives in this house. As you said, I don't know her. Yeah, Amanda's next door neighbour. Yeah, yeah.
Sparky
They
said,
keep wondering where the truck's coming from. Yeah, it's all right. Well, who knows? I mean, you got it too, Sparky. Oh, we're gonna have a group cuddle with
Group
Rick being in the middle.
Group cuddles. I just don't spoon like John. Bring the wife with you next. Well, you don't understand. She doesn't want to cuddle with me either.
Rick, I don't know who's getting the worst end of this, me or you.
Oh gosh, I can't
Yeah.
wait for Colorado.
I wanna
Colorado
say one
sounds
thing, though.
nice.
You're just lucky my personal self wasn't there. Because there would have been so much incriminating footages from the night and the morning after of you.
No, that's why I made sure I left my phone and my camera and everything in the room when it came time for bonfire. We had so many good talks at the bonfire. It was a really good time. It was a really good time.
I'll be really looking forward to Colorado next year. Because there's one of the team engines I really like to see over there, and that's the Union Pacific's FEF. What is it? The 844. The 484. That's the one I really like to get to see. That's one of my favourite steam engines, even though it's the Union Pacific one. But I will be. What, you going to Panama Canal? Right?
Yeah, it looks right.
Yeah, you're leaving when all the fun is.
Is
When
that
create all the incriminating fun between each other and get away with it? But yeah, I'm going to start pushing. I'm going to start rocking the boat this week and getting myself clear to get over there as quickly as I can, because I'm not waiting for 12 months. I see Ray's talking about doing a meeting during October. October is usually our quiet time over here, so I'm usually over in the US in October because we generally not doing much work. I would like to get over there for that time, but Colorado and whatnot, yeah, we're gonna have to do
even from LA headed to Miami. Wait a minute, you're going from Baltimore to LA to Miami to Panama?
No, it's going from LA to back across. So he's going by ship.
Is this a cruise?
Yeah. Yeah. Now that will be wicked. I reckon all us YouTubers should go up on that cruise. That would be No. That'd be rocking the boat too much. That shit would sink. That shit would sink on the way across. Yeah, no.
There it is. Thanks for the clarification there, buddy.
Yeah.
I thought you were flying to LA to Panama via
That's what I
Miami.
thought.
I was going to say, wait a minute, dude.
That makes no sense.
All right, RJ. Thanks for stopping in, bud. I appreciate
Thanks,
it. Have a good
Dave.
night.
Thank you for looking after me. Next time you take me over to Courtney's place. Yeah.
Well, at least we know one guy was looking after you that weekend.
Yeah, thank God for that. At least there was one.
There's always one. There's always one.
And there's always another one that lets you down.
I'll step up for that one.
Because when you said, "Oh, we lost you," I'm thinking, "Oh, how the hell am I going to fix this up?" I was thinking about ringing up Strasburg Museum there to see if they can get a couple of pictures and post it up and put me on the window on the ticket booth, and I go,
No, when I heard
"You're not going to do that."
When I heard you were missing, I did go to the front desk and asked them if I could send them your picture, could they reprint it? But they refused. So I was thinking of you.
Yeah, I would. That's one thing I would like to do, Ray. I'll let you know because I'm going to be rocking the boat this next couple of weeks before I go into surgery. Because as I showed on my stream yesterday, it'd be a simple fix. It'd be a simple fix.
All right, Ray. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, take care, mate. Take
See you,
care.
Ray.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, Dave, that would be cool to go through the Sandtrax facility and have a tour through that. That would be wicked. Colorado or Denver, that's a very nice place. I actually enjoyed it when I was there in 2019. Yeah, 2019 when I was there, 2019, 18, somewhere about then. And it's actually inspired me to how to sort out the issue that I'm going to have with my layout when I do my main station. But the Colorado station actually answered the problem. So because they have the high platforms and the low platforms for your Amtrak and your suburban trains. So I'll be able to use that setup for my layout.
Awesome.
It was very nice there. It was very nice. I'd love to go there again. And I'm not going to be hanging around with you guys. You're just untrustworthy. Well, I'll just set the fly to the fuse and just run. Just watch it go. Bang. Yeah. No, it was unfortunate I couldn't make it, but we still had fun. Well, it looks like everyone still had a good time. Everyone had fun, and there was no hard feelings after you guys all left. You all kissed and made up and went on your merry ways because I could see you guys all still talking to one another.
It was a good time.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
We had a great time. John, can you think of any other stories from that weekend?
Where else did Rick mess up?
Well, we had to keep Rick away from the fire. We didn't want to, burn up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, he kept on putting on the fire.
Thanks to Dave from DB Tech. He was he brought a bunch of
Firewood.
my relatives with him that have fallen before, and we were able to have some fire. Oh, and thank you to I believe it was Fred Wild who brought the s'mores.
Yes.
We were roasting marshmallows. Oh, it was great. We were having an awesome time. Heath forgot the hot dogs, so we couldn't roast our weenies over the fire. Sad. No hot dog sandwiches.
Not that he forgot to bring it. He left it on the train.
Probably.
Well, he he had to make some room for his circus train on the way back. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Well, I know that I remember from talking with him. I believe the locomotive went with him. He brought that back personally, but all the other cars went traveling with Tom Grassi. So Tom either has them or I don't know if
They've made their way to Peace
Keith
Planet.
has them now or they're somewhere. They're either in Jersey or New York. They did not come with me. I know that.
okay, they didn't go with you.
I didn't have any room anyway.
All right, DJ. Take care, bud.
See you, DJ.
See you, DJ. Yeah, nice seeing you.
He didn't take the
Well,
logo.
So true.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
true.
yeah. Yeah, it's good to get together. I mean, it's good together in person. It was huge.
Awesome.
It's good to get together in person. I mean, it's just sad that I'm so far away, and you guys can't really get over here. But we could even have something like that over here. But it'll take a bit of organising to organise package deals and that for you guys to come over here because we have some fantastic train lot rides here and museums and places to go. But yeah, it's just going to take too much organising to get you guys over here because we have big long train rides here, not like just going a couple of miles up the road and back again. These trains are like about 100, 200, 300 miles long, and they make a good day out.
See you, Opa. Take care, bud.
See you, Anthony. Enjoy your trip.
See you, Anthony.
We'll be logging into the MI5's security cameras and whatnot, and seeing what incriminating footage we can get off him.
So,
Next.
no more stories you can think of, John.
No. I could give golf
No?
to you.
What's a golf story?
I don't know. How bad you golf.
How I hate golf? I do hate golf.
How
But
bad you
John,
golf.
tell everybody about that fifth hole. Or was it the sixth hole?
I don't remember that.
What? Yeah, you don't remember that. I pulled out my driver. I couldn't care less about what the hell I was doing. I let it all go, and I hit that damn ball and dropped it. What, 30 feet from the hole, right on the green? If that.
I don't remember
And
that.
what was it that you said to me when you saw it, John? What was it?
I said that's a good shot.
Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, it didn't sound like that to me.
There might have been a couple.
For
For
a minute there, you sounded like Sparky.
Hey, if it wasn't on video, it's not true.
It was not on video.
Well,
I
I wish it
Snapchat
was. It was probably my best shot of the day.
No, we'd be up till about 5 o'clock in the morning at least.
And I'd have been there.
Oh yeah,
I
we'd
would-
party all night, especially when you don't have to work the next morning. But yeah, some people might end up having headaches. Oh, it's all right. We'll have. Yeah, pictures and films say a lot, don't they? Yeah. Oh well.
All right. Gentlemen, with that, I think I'm going to close it off for the night.
Thank you, man.
9:30, and even though we don't have work here in the morning, everyone, let's all just remember that tomorrow is a special day. It is the day that we remember those who are no longer with us, who fought in the military and did not return home. So
That's
just
what
keep
it
that
is.
in mind. It is not just
Yeah.
it's not just burgers and hot dogs. It's a day of remembrance for all those who fought for us to be here together so many years ago, and continuing on into the future. So happy Memorial Day, everyone.
Yep.
Enjoy the
And
day.
those who are working, fighting for us now too. The ones that protect us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Arty, anything else before I kick you out?
Yeah, I'm gonna need those photos.
I will certainly get them to you. Yes.
I need those photos as evidence, so don't forget to email them through to me. I need those photos.
I will get you a copy of those photos. And like I said, I'll be getting back to Strasburg sometime soon with the kids, and I will remember to bring you along and get some better photos.
Oh, good. That would be nice. That would be good. That would be
my
nice.
Kids will probably be frightened and have no idea what Dad's doing, but all in good fun, my friend.
It's all right. Tina's sending me your address, so it's to sweeten up your kids. So yeah, it'll be right.
All right. On that note, Arty, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you.
Thank you for taking me to Strasburg as well in some form.
You are most welcome.
I still want to see those photos of me going to the strip joint and the Amish strip joint. I still want to see those photos.
We'll share those privately.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, bud. John, you sure there's no other stories you want to share?
No, I don't think anything else happened that was very share worthy. I think you pretty much covered everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being up here. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm glad you had a good time that weekend. It was awesome to spend time with you. I will do it again anytime. Me too. Anytime. It's good to see all these people from YouTube out there having a good time and meeting up and riding train together. It was pretty cool. It was a cool deal. Awesome. All right, I'm going to throw you down in the basement, hang out there for a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Logo's coming back to say goodnight. That's our show. I'm hoping that we can all do these meet and greets more often now that things are kind of loosening up around the country. Always remember, be safe. You don't know where other people have been or where their hands have been. Keep yourself protected. Be safe. And let's just roll the outro, and I'll see you next time. And always remember, let's ride these rails together. See ya.